In this episode of Flea Market Rescue, I'm going to take you to Midland Flea Market where we find a lot of great finds. We even run into Yvonne from Ginger Chick Rehab. And you guys, you're not going to believe this garage sale I went to. And I thought last week's garage sale was good. Just wait until you see this one. It was very high end. So if you're ready for this week's episode, let's go ahead and dive right in. And just a reminder, online shopping is tonight. We will be having 2 sales in one day. So one will start at 5 o'clock p.m. and the other one at 8 o'clock p.m. And if you stick around to the end of the video, you'll get to see a complete preview of what will be listed tonight. Before we get started, for those of you who are new here to Flea Market Rescue, I just want to welcome you. My name's Kelly Sherry. I do thrift store makeovers with my funny pal Jenny. I also love taking you along as we go to the thrift stores, the garage sales, and the flea markets. So if you're up for some fun DIY projects and great shopping sprees, I hope you'll subscribe to my channel and ring the bell. That way you'll get notified every time I post a new video. So where do I start? Well, you know what? Let's start with the garage sale. Now, if you guys remember, last week I took you to the best garage sale ever, or so I thought. This lady had everything. Heck, I even had to go to the bank to get more money. And if that wasn't good enough, she even gave us a house tour.
I love your shelves up there.
Those are fun. Just
they are so fun.
Repurposed wood for shelves.
If you guys didn't get a chance to see this episode, make sure you check it out. It really is a good one. So earlier this week, I was on Facebook Marketplace when I saw this advertisement for a high-end garage sale. Now, it looked really good, but I didn't know how expensive it would be. When they say high-end, sometimes their prices are high-end too. But you never know what you're going to find until you go there. So as I pulled up, I saw the sign that said estate sale today. And when I saw the house, I was like, oh my gosh, this is beautiful. It was big. It was like a mansion. It was a mansion. People were literally parking on the side of the road and running down this hill to get there first. And I have to admit, I was pretty excited too to see what they had. Right away, I noticed this metal topiary trellis by our house. Oh my gosh, it was gorgeous, but it was $100. So then I was like, I don't know, this might be a pretty expensive garage sale. But I decided, I was already there, let's look around. Then I laid eyes on this beautiful chair and I was like, wow, this is so pretty. And again, I looked at the tag and it was $175. It did say or best offer, but still, this is just more than what I want to spend at a garage sale on one item. So right away, I was like, you know what? I don't know. Maybe I should just go. But I decided to go inside the garage and I'm so glad I did. Don't get me wrong. Her stuff was absolutely gorgeous. It was things from Restoration Hardware, from our house. It was very high end. She had such great taste, let me tell you. And I'm sure all this stuff is worth every single penny because if you went to the retail store, I can't even imagine what you would pay for it. However, I'm at a garage sale and, I'm just looking for like $5, $10 items, things like that. So again, I am so glad I didn't leave and I went into the garage because that's where she had all that stuff. Well, let's go ahead and take a look. What do you say? See, that's what I'm talking about. Look at this gorgeous pillow. $5. That's all me. We're going to go ahead and take that. I'm really into these like garden bust, but you know what? I don't know if I really like this one. No, she's kind of reminding me of like the Haunted Mansion, so I'm going to pass on this one. Oh, I'm feeling like I need this, you guys. It's only $10. I definitely can double my money on this. I really love this metal planter. It is really cool. And the best part, it's only $8. We're going to get it. This is a really cool metal container. And these plates are actually hearth and hand. So I'm going to get those. Now this one says $1 and the other ones say $2 each. So I'm just going to ask her if she'll take $1 each on these plates. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at this horse bookends. I have to get this. All right, I know it says $20, but I definitely could get like $48 for this. So for that reason, I'm going to get him. I don't know, you guys. I might even keep this one for myself. Do I need New Year's Eve decorations? I thought this was a really elegant piece. I could see it on an entryway table. However, it did have a little hole in the corner over there, and I just didn't want to pay $20 for this. So I kind of passed on that. Now, you know I love these black and white graphics, but it's just going to depend on how much these are. So I saw that she wanted $15 for this, so I was like, well, I'll just think about it. And no sooner did I walk away, another woman came over there, picked them up and said, would you take 10 for these? And she said, sure. So it just goes to show you, if you want something, don't put it down, and it never hurts to ask. This is an interesting bowl, isn't it? That's not bad. These are really nice napkins. I might need to get these, and I think I'm going to get this too. This is really cool. For $5, that's a deal. I totally would have gotten these placemats. However, I noticed that there was a little bit of staining on them, so I passed on that because I didn't think I could get it out. I love this pear. I think I might get that. I might need to get this too for $10. I want this basket. I love the look of it. Yeah, I have to get this. I'm not seeing a price though. I don't know how much this is.
What do you got on this basket here?
She told me it looks like a $10 basket, and you know what? I have to agree, so I'm gonna get it. Oh, I like this, but you know what? I want to check out these plates. I love the print on them. They're just like fun. I love them. Yeah, I'm gonna get these too. So she had these hold boxes, and as you can see, I have a little collection going here. And she's like, you know what, just put everything in the box and we'll figure it out after. And it sounded like she was going to give me a deal on whatever it was that I bought. Even these napkins look high end. I might have to get these too. At first, I thought this was a 2-tier stand, but really these are separate stands and they're $5 each. These would be great for Christmas to put Christmas cookies on, so I think I'm going to get these. So I was looking at this and I could picture this like on a table behind a couch. It just is a really stunning piece, but I thought it would be very expensive. But just for the heck of it, I asked her, how much is this? And she said $25. And I thought, oh my gosh, I have to get this. On the bottom of this, it said Restoration Hardware. Now you know that this is very expensive. So I ended up buying this piece, and then I started to talk to her, and she told me she was a designer, which makes complete sense why she has such great stuff. And then she even gave me a tip on one of the pieces I put in my pile. I just picked up this, and the lady told me, she's actually a designer, she told me that you put a little water in there before you put like a votive, and then you don't have to dig the candle out. Isn't that a great idea? Love this. She said she learned that trick when she worked as a designer at one of the high-end stores. At this point, I was feeling very fortunate that I stopped at this garage sale. Not only had I found some great stuff, but I was getting design tips too. She was just very lovely, and I just knew I needed to take one more sweep around there before I checked out with her. I went back and swooped up that pear because I hadn't grabbed it. I didn't even realize it was just $2. Wow. I'm glad I'm grabbing it. I had went back for this big box too. I thought this was really cool. She had 25 on it though, so I asked her if she'd take 20. She said sure, so I grabbed this one as well. Do I need these? Probably not. All right, let's just go check out. So she went and totaled everything up, and she's like, well, you're over $100. You know what? Let's just go $100. And I thought that was so nice of her. I was so happy that I went to this garage sale. And she even let me use her cart to pull that all the way up that long driveway to my car. All right, you guys, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm out of here. She even has a wagon, too. I have to say, that is one of the best garage sales I've ever been to. Well, we sure did find a lot of great stuff, and that was a lot of fun, too. Well, you guys, on Friday, the lucky winner of the Garden Angel came and picked it up. Yep, that's right, you guys. If you guys remember, on the blooming event, we were giving away that Garden Angel that Jenny and I did in a Trash to Treasure. You know the one that Jenny almost got hot glue on the couch for.
Oh no! Hot glue on the couch!
Speaking of Jenny, we have some great Trash to Treasures coming up for you soon, so make sure to stay tuned. Anyway, Angela O'Rourke, she won the Garden Angel, and she told me that she was actually there because of her grandmother. Her grandmother, she watches Flea Market Rescue all the time, and she really wanted to go, so they went because of her, and then Angela won the Garden Angel. Now, when she picked it up, she did tell me she was thinking about giving it to her grandma. Now, whether she did or not, I don't know, but I thought that was just so sweet because she told me how her grandmother watched the whole episode and how we put it together, Jenny and I. And I just want to thank her grandma for watching because it really means a lot to us. So here's Angela and what she had to say. Guys, this is Angela, and she won the Garden Angel. Woo! Woo! Yep, so she'll be taking that home. She said that you said that your mom had watched, no, your grandma. Your grandma had watched everything, right?
Yes. Hi,
Yep.
Grandma.
So anyway, yep, she's getting to take that home. Thank you so much for coming to the event, and I'm so happy for you.
Thank you. It's exciting.
Thanks again, you guys, for coming. It was awesome to meet each and every one of you. And again, congratulations on winning the Garden Angel. And if that wasn't exciting enough, you guys, I had people come all the way from Wisconsin to visit me that day. I couldn't believe it. They came all the way from Wisconsin. I want you to meet Nancy and Chloe, and again, they're from Wisconsin. We sat and chatted, and they wanted to know like how all of us met, you know, Debbie and my mom. Oh, and speaking of Debbie, I know a lot of you have been asking, where's Debbie? Debbie just has a lot going on with her grandkids graduating and, you know, summer and stuff like that. But her and I were talking about going garage sailing possibly next week, so you will see her very soon. Now let's get back to Nancy and Chloe. Now Chloe has always watched Flea Market Rescue, and then she got Nancy watching, and they both decided to take a trip here to Michigan. And then they told me that they were going to Midland Flea Market the following day, and I was like, well, wait a minute, so am I. So I was really hoping I would run into them, which we did, and I'm going to show you all that. So let's go ahead and go to Midland. We're here. So excited. Now, it was just my mom and I, and we were going to Midland. Now, I didn't know how well she would do because at the last one, if you guys remember, she had to sit it out on the bench. She just couldn't do the walking. So I was hoping she'd do a little better at this one. Now, admission is $10, but it is a bigger flea market, so I don't mind paying that. And as you can see, they're open on both Saturday and Sunday. Oh my gosh, cash register numbers, you guys. Do you remember when we were in Davisburg and they were selling them for $10 each? The lady had said that she had painstakingly pulled each and every one of these out of the register, so I can totally see why she wanted $10. It had to have been a lot of work. Now, I didn't even ask how much these registers were because, one, they're probably going to be more than $50, and two, I have to pry all these out, so I'm just going to pass on it, but I do admire those, and I love them. I think they would look great in a plant. I was also eyeballing this dress form like I need another one, right? Remember last week I got 3? Now this one here, this one had seen better days, that's for sure. It was pretty beat up and it looked a little dirty too. I asked him how much, he said $10, and I just decided to pass on that. But this is pretty promising because I've already seen 2 things that I really like. I like looking at old recipe books. I especially like finding like the handwritten recipes, although you really don't know if these people were good cooks or not, so it's just something that you probably will have to try. It's like me leaving a brownie recipe. You don't want it. I also like looking at old kitchen utensils. For me, they sell pretty well, especially like those ricers and, just old kitchen tools, strainers, things like that. People like them. You guys remember those old butter churns? They had the paddle in there and you would just kind of crank it and it was in a jar. Sort of like this one here on eBay. Well, my husband got one as a gift one time. And when I opened an antique store, it was like a craft antique store 20 years ago, I didn't know the value of anything. And I put $15 on that. Little did I know they went for over $100. That was a major mistake. I have to say though, unfortunately, we learn through our mistakes. So live and learn, live and learn. My husband's probably watching this episode right now and is like, what? You sold that for $15? Sorry. Ooh, that says $40. We are definitely going to pass on that. I like these little enamel cups because you can plant rosemary or lavender in there, or during Christmas you can even put a snowman in there. This is really cute. I could see plants in there, but at $10 I'm going to have to pass on this one. And it was just about then that I ran into this sweet couple. Yes, they watch Flea Market Rescue all the time, and they even told me about another flea market that they go to, which is pretty good, so I'm going to have to venture out to that one. I've heard of the Dixieland Flea Market, but I've never actually went. They told me it's like every weekend or maybe every Saturday, so I'm going to have to check it out. Thanks, you guys, for the tip, and also it was really nice meeting both of you, and thank you so much for watching Flea Market Rescue. I kind of really like this chair shelf. It's only $10. I think that's a great price. The only thing is it has that crackle on there, and I really don't like crackle. It's hard to cover too. Now this is really up my alley. Look at it, has angels, it's cement, and are you kidding me? It's only $12. I'm getting it. All right, you guys, I bought it. It's the first purchase of the day for $12. I thought that was a great deal. Now let's see what other treasures we can find. Ooh, I see a horse. You know how they love horses in Dryden? Ooh, this one's $50. We're not gonna get it. This is kind of nice, or well, I don't know, is it? I mean, the price is right. $12 is not bad, but I don't know. I'm going to have to think about this one. My mom was looking at this, and I was like, what? Why aren't you getting this? And she's like, it's too much. So I went and looked, and it's $15. So, yeah, it's a little more than what she wanted to spend. I mean, like, she would make practically nothing on this. So, yeah, it's not wise to get it. I thought about getting this for a brief moment, although there wasn't a price on it, so it could have been expensive. I don't know. But I already have 2 bird cages at the store. I don't need another one. So I'm thinking we just need to pass on that. That really is a good price for this little chair, but do I really need any more little chairs? Probably not. But I think I'm going to get this because this is only $2. I mean, that's a great price. And I told you all about the kitchen tools. They go pretty well for me. So as I'm looking around this booth, I'm like, you know, this really looks familiar. And then I realized it's the Shabby Sheep and Jake's Birdhouses. We saw them actually in Clear, Michigan at the Amish Flea Market. She does a lot of repurposing. I love how she puts the old stuff together. Like she has this enamel pot with this old chair. They just go well together. It makes a great planter. So here we are, and she has Jake's Birdhouses here. I love that because I have sons, and I think that's cool that they have a little business together. Jake does a lot of repurposing too. As you can see, he took the sifter and then he added the top to it to make a bird feeder. She has this old coffee grinder. I am like torn whether I should get it or not. I know a lot of people put plants in it. I just don't know. $6 is a good price though. Anyway, I'll leave a link for the Shabby Sheep and Jake's Birdhouses just in case you saw something that you had to have. Oh, $16? Nope, I can't get this. I would make absolutely nothing on this. I kind of like this fishy bowl. He's kind of cool, right? And he's only $6. All right, the last iron I bought already sold, so I'm thinking maybe I need to buy this if it's not too much. Oh, I think that's not too bad. I'm going to get this. Oh my gosh, weren't we just talking about a butter churn? This lady always has some cool stuff. I always usually buy 1 or 2 things from her. So my mom took off and went to the bathroom, and I have not seen her. So I'm going to be checking on her in a couple minutes here. So as I'm checking out with the woman, we're just kind of talking, and she's like, "You're from Flea Market Rescue, aren't you?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then she said, "Ginger Chick Rehab was just here." And I said, "Oh, okay." Now, I had never met her, but now that I knew she was at the flea market, I was hoping I was going to run into her. But first things first, I needed to go check on my mom, make sure she was okay. So I headed off towards the bathrooms. And there she was across from the bathrooms at her favorite booth. She had already bought some stuff, so I put it in the wagon for her. All right, so my mom got this. She got both of these white wire bird cages. I'm sure she's going to rip the flowers out, but those were really nice too. $2 for those big ones. That's pretty good, huh?
They were 15.
Wow. And they have like a burlap looking one too. Oh, and look at this for Christmas. It was a little too red though, I think, maybe. I don't know. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Now, although my mom was there and she was looking at stuff, she was quite exhausted just from walking down to the bathrooms. So after this booth, she said, "You know what? I just need to go sit on a bench." Her energy just has not returned at all. I ended up buying this rug from the same booth. It was only $5 and I really liked it. And it was brand new with the tags and everything. So when my mom sat down on a bench to kind of rest, she told me, "You know what, just go ahead and look." So I went through a few more booths before I went back and checked on her. At this booth, I found another vintage lunchbox. It was only $5, so I felt like I really should get it. I mean, you can plant flowers in it. It's just a really cool piece. And this one even came with a thermos. Yep, we're going to have to take this. I want to make a funnel Christmas tree this year, so I need to start collecting these. I don't know if this one is the one, but you know, you're going to need like 4 of them in different sizes. This orb is cool, but not $20 cool. I wouldn't be able to make any money on that. If anything, I'd be selling it for $18, so I'd be losing $2. Oh, look, another coffee grinder. This is a good price for this chair. I actually am still looking for chairs to do a mix match thing around our farmhouse table. I don't know if this one is the chair, but it's a great price. $5 on this old metal box. I'm gonna have to get this. Yep, you're coming home with me. This is another great black old box. People like these. They make great display boxes. I might have to get this box too. All right, so far we're doing pretty good between my mom and I. I only wish she could go to a few more booths because she's really missing out. But I get it. She just needs to rest for a little bit, so I'll check on her in just a few minutes. Maybe I'll just take this stuff to the car. So as I was heading to the car, I came across this whole box full of pictures. And I've been looking for old pictures. If you remember at Davesburg, I picked up a few. I want to make some cool hang tags for you guys. So I'm just trying to find the pictures that kind of speak to me. As I dig through these photos, I always wonder, like, who gave up their family photos and why? Well, none of these were really speaking to me, so I thought, you know what, you better get to the car and unload this wagon and then go check on your mom. So that's what I did. On the way back from the car, I came across this table that had this pair of scissors. They wanted 6. I said, will you take 5? They're like, sure. So I bought these. I was making my way to the bench when I spotted this bed. I thought this was really cool. It reminded me what the she shed did in her backyard. It's slightly different, but it's something that you could definitely do with this bed as well. So I finally got to my mom on the bench, and I was like, do you think you could go a few more booths? And she's like, yeah, I'll try. So she got up, and we made our way to this really cute booth. I don't know how much it is, but I would ask about that, Mom.
He's cute.
He's super cute. Oh my gosh, a flying pig. Debbie would.
Get that gate over there.
Where? Here?
He's cute.
He's cute.
Well, we gotta
We gotta ask, yeah. So she wanted 5 for this cute rabbit, $1 for this gate that my mom saw. The pig was 15 though, so we skipped that. I really like this. It makes me want to make some. This lady is here every year. I really like her stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I bought the same sheep at the thrift store, except he was missing an ear. I still haven't replaced it. But look at this one. He's intact and he's $6. My mom would love these. I'm going to bring them to her. She's looking on the other side. I think she'd like these too. I'm going to bring these to her too. After I showed her those napkin rings and these birds, she really liked them and bought them, but she was done. Like, she needed to go sit back down on the bench, and I just felt so bad. So there I was again on my own. So I just kind of was looking at a few of the booths while she was taking a break. This booth was very stylish. This is a really odd looking kind of wooden shoe. I guess I've never seen them with metal. This is a nice box, but for $25, I just could not buy this. I like that suitcase down there. So as I'm walking around, I realized, you know what? I never saw Chloe or Nancy from Wisconsin. Then I'm like, you know what? I never saw Ginger Chick Rehab either. So I'm just checking out these really cool pots. And the next thing you know, I run into Chloe and Nancy. You see how the universe works? So I asked them, hey, did you guys get a lot of cool stuff? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, show me what you have. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's really cute. Yeah. And it's about just right here that I see Chloe walking over like in surprise. And I'm like, what's going on? And there was Yvonne from Ginger Chick Rehab. What else?
I didn't get a video with you. I didn't get a video with you.
I saw Kelly yesterday.
Hi, how you doing? Now, I have never met Yvonne from Ginger Chick Rehab, but it was really nice to finally get the chance to do so. So her and I, of course, took a photo together. She looked beautiful. I look all sweaty in my black sweatshirt. But anyway, she was like, you know, a lot of people think that we know each other because we both live in Michigan. But she lives further down in the Midland than I do. So like I said, I've never had a chance to meet her. As you can see, Chloe was able to take a picture with her. I love it.
It's so fun seeing everybody.
I didn't get you in my video either. Hi. So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
This is Yvonne's husband. I wanted to make sure I got him in there too. They both were very nice. And I knew my mom would be just bummed that she missed out on meeting them. So I told Yvonne, hey, if you're going that way by the corn dogs, my mom's sitting by the picnic tables, just go over there and say hi. And you know what? She actually did. And I thought that was just so sweet. So after Yvonne and her husband left, I asked Chloe, okay, show me what you got. So she's just doing a little show and tell here. Okay, so you bought jelly jars there?
Yeah, they were jelly jars. There's like 3 of them.
Oh, with a nice lid
Yeah,
on
they
it.
all got lids.
Oh,
There's
nice.
like 3 different sizes.
Yeah.
Got them. Then I got this little guy. I'm not sure what.
Tell me what you're going to do with that.
He might go on a board and then just hang up on the wall or something.
Okay, okay.
And then I got a little oil can collection
Oh my-
going on at home.
Oh,
So I don't have
that-
these 2 guys.
Those are so stinking cute.
Yeah. So I got them. And then what else we got? Oh, that's that little orange jar.
That's beautiful.
I've never seen an orange jar.
Never.
either.
You see green ones, blue ones, but never orange.
I never seen a blue one.
Very cute.
And this was my first purchase. I got 7 of these.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they need a little sandblast, but
No, but look at
Aren't
those
they
pools. Yeah.
I thought it was only a box. You had a whole box full of stuff.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
7
you
of
lucked
them in
out
there.
because I'll tell you that hardware like that is very expensive.
Me too. I thought it was a
Yeah,
good
that was a
deal.
great deal.
Yeah, I think that's is that all our buys? All my
There's
buys?
one more in the wrapped in the bubble wrap. I don't know what that is.
Oh, let me see. I don't know. It's in the bubble wrap. No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
That was it.
That was it, huh?
That's it so
Okay,
far.
that's all right. We still have a lot more shopping to do, don't
Yeah,
we?
we just you.
So Nancy and Chloe went on their way in search of more treasures. Oh, and I almost forgot to tell you. I got to tell you this quick little story here. Do you guys remember last week when I told you about Ann Bell sending us all those tools?
Oh my gosh. It's a drill.
And
Do you see that one package there that says 2532 on it and some marker on it? Well, when Chloe and Nancy visited the shop, they were like, hey, did you get some bucket hats with lemons and some aprons? And I thought that was so weird. Like, how would she know that we got lemon bucket hats and aprons? And I'm like, oh my gosh, was that from you? Jenny and I were just so excited. We were ripping into these boxes, and I never realized that one of these packages was from somebody else. I thought this was all from Ann Bell. So here's Jenny and I taking crazy photos with these bucket hats and the drills and the apron. Ann must have thought I was just crazy, like we were off our rocker. So anyway, I just want to give a big thanks to Chloe for sending us the bucket hats and the lemon aprons. I really appreciate that. And I'm so sorry that this got all mixed up. And Ann, if you were wondering why we had lemon hats and lemon aprons, now you know. All right, you guys, so back to shopping. So after Chloe and Nancy left, I came across this picture. It was so pretty. However, you know what? At $15, I really am not going to make a whole lot of money. I usually price my pictures at about $19.95. However, this was a little more fancy, a little more ornate, so I might have been able to get a little bit more, but I decided to pass on this. Now, these spoons are really old, and they're 4 for $1, so I'm going to dig through these and pick a few out so that we can do some garden markers. These are really nice ones. I actually had wanted to make a few of these for the blooming event, but we just ran out of time. I was so bummed. You guys remember when Jenny and I made those garden markers, don't you? Jenny was just wailing on these. But I have to say, they turned out pretty darn cute. So yeah, I'm going to pick some more of these up because it's a great price and these are vintage. I've always wanted one of these, but I'm not going to pay $75, but I will keep my eye out for one. Oh boy, look out. I've got to check out this dress form. So he had $100 on this, but he's like, hey, make me an offer. And I was so close to doing that, but I was like, you know, I need another dress form like I need another hole in my head. So I showed some restraint and I walked away. Then I came across this booth and I was like, oh my gosh, this is Curbside Posh. A few years back when I was at Midland, I bought a lot of things from this girl. She has great stuff. And her prices are really good. This is her dollar box. I was like, why is this in a dollar pile? But it has a chip. These little pigs are super cute. I like this clothes container. In this basket, I love that with the strap. Oh, you guys, you know I'm gonna have to get this. How cute, and that's a great price. This light almost looks like the one at that high-end garage sale. Anyway, I'm going to leave a link to Curbside Posh. That way you can look her up, and if there's anything that you want, you'll have all her information. Again, she has wonderful stuff, and her prices are great. This next booth, I came across this rusty pig, and oh my gosh, I just fell in love with him. I think we're going to need to get him. Just look at him. He is just so stinking cute. I like these short little baskets, but I was like, you know what? $15 each, no can do. After this booth, I was like, you know what? I better go check on my mom. And as I was walking, I noticed this in this woman's cart. It was the most beautiful candle opera I had ever seen. Yeah, I love that. That is so pretty. Real nice. On my way to check on my mom, I spotted these letters, so I had to stop. That's all I had to see. I'm getting both of these. She also had this coffee cup rack. I had to get this too. It was a really large one for $15. I kept seeing all kinds of stuff along the way, and I knew that my mom would love this booth. It had all kinds of stuff, and it was right up our alley. I mean, just look at this stuff. It is absolutely beautiful. So I talked to her, and she said she's a construction worker, and she only does one show. This show in June at Midland, and that's it. My mom is going to go crazy at this booth. I had asked the lady if she had a card or anything. She said, nope. Again, I just do this one show in June, so if you guys want to see her, you're going to have to go to Midland in June. So I finally got back to my mom, and I told her, hey, do you think that you could make it down just like 4/10? Because I have to show you something. You are going to love this booth. And she's like, well, I'll try. You and your birds and your little eggs. Those are cute.
They are cute.
So she made it there, and look at her stocking up on her little birds and eggs and little pots. Look at this, Mom. Doesn't that look cool? So if you look at this has decoupage paper, and she used a lot of IOD molds on this tray. This just brings it to a whole nother level. It's clever though, isn't it?
Yes.
Looks like it's coming right through the glass. This I thought was so neat. She took a half a hummingbird and put it on one side of the glass, and then the back half was on the back. So it looked like the hummingbird was coming right through the glass. Did you do good work?
Oh, it's beautiful.
I know. I knew my mom would love this booth, but I have to tell you, after looking at the booth, my mom became so tired. She's like, I just need to sit down. So the lady was gracious enough to let her sit in her chair. I had seen pretty much everything I was going to see, and my mom was so tired, so it was really time for us to go. The lady had a golf cart, and she's like, you know, I can drive you guys up to the front. Her son had the golf cart at the time, but when he came back, she said, you know what, why don't you take these guys up to the front? I don't know how we would have gone back, because we were like halfway into the flea market, and my mom was just exhausted. I think we would have still been there. It just goes to show there are some really great people in this world. Oh, and just for the record, I did buy this vase. Her prices were great, and her stuff was fabulous. My mom found this chunky bird there, and she also bought this candlestick. I also got some spindles from her. We just filled this cart with her stuff. And now it was time to go to the Cracker Barrel. And what you guys don't know is that we came here for breakfast. I just forgot to show you some pictures. And today, I think I'm going to switch it up. I think I'm going to do the fried chicken. I don't know. Sounds good. And that's what I did. I ordered the fried chicken, and it was delicious. I even got the fried apples with that. Yum. My mom did the hamburger on sourdough and got a baked potato. Let me tell you, this woman loves the sourdough there. She always picks up a loaf every time we go. Well, that was my week, you guys. So I hope you enjoyed coming along to the flea market and going to the high-end garage sale. Life is good, you guys. Life is good. Now for online shopping. That's right, you guys. Tonight is online shopping. We have 2 sales in one day. The first one will start at 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and the second one will start at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You'll find all these items on our website at those specific times. Let's take a little look at what we'll have at 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, so let's get started. Let's go over what we have for the 5 o'clock sale. All right, we're gonna start off with the sugar canister. It's really a nice canister. And what is in here? It comes with a spoon. You know what, you guys? I didn't even know that. Yeah, This thing is brand new. It's brand new, and it comes with a spoon that you can scoop your sugar out with. So, yeah, that is a nice sugar container. Then we have this Fresh Farm lemonade with these beautiful flowers in here, and that will be for sale as well. Then we have this lovely bird cage, which is also a photo holder. As you can see, it has this little bird on the top. It's all made out of wire. And at the bottom, you'll notice there are clothespins that you can hang your photos from. Then I have this gorgeous metal vase. That also is for sale at 5 o'clock. It'll be on the website. If you guys remember the best garage sale ever the week before, I picked up 2 of these. I am selling one of these. I'm gonna sell one right now at 5 o'clock. So, and I also pick these up from that sale as well. And those 2 will be for sale at 5 o'clock. Then I have this chicken dish, which is really cool. And look how cute this is. Mac Attack. You could put your macaroni and cheese in this bowl. That's awesome, isn't it? I love that. Now, look how sweet this mama rabbit is with the baby rabbit looking up at her. This is for sale too at 5 o'clock. I think this is a really cute piece. So we're gonna be selling that as well. And if you like sheep, like we do, I have this sheep here. He's all plush and he's on a wood base. He will be for sale as well. Then I have this vintage bird cage. That's right, you guys, this is vintage. I really love this too, and I think this would be really good on a porch. All right, then we have this wonderful wood bowl with moss and moss balls. I think this is really a nice piece to go on maybe your mantle. Love this. Then you guys, if you like birds like my mom does, this is my mom's. This is a wonderful birdhouse, and it's like a little planter that has a nest and a little bird and some eggs. I thought you guys would like that. So yeah, that's available too. We have this cookies jar. It's a nice, great size, pretty big, and that's available. And then, I don't know if you guys remember this, but this here is like a big serving platter. And it has like a peach on there. I don't know, is that a peach or an apple? But it just has a really, really great summer type look. Debbie was saying, wouldn't this be great to serve your, fruit on for summer? It's a great summer dish. So, and it's pretty big too. I mean, you can tell. So that's available as well. This actually came from Debbie's home. Yep, this sweet cow that says welcome friends, and it has the hooks. So this is from Debbie's home, and she is giving this to me to put up on the online sale. So that is for sale. Then I found this wonderful pear dish. It's heavy, it's big, it's a big bowl. So you could put chips and maybe some salsa there. You could just, put whatever you want in this, but it's a great color and it also is a great bowl. Then if you drink coffee like I do, I have those little pods. You can throw all these in here. This is a great coffee cup that you can put on the counter and store all those pods in a decorative way. This thing here is so royal. Just check out the detail in this, you guys. This is a planter, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. Now, it looks like it's cast iron, but it's not. It's actually like a really heavy resin or plastic. Again, just a really nice piece to put on maybe your she shed or your porch. So that's gonna be for sale. And I have this garlic canister. You can store all your garlic in there. For those of you who love garlic, I love garlic. So that's for sale. And then this topiary, am I saying that right? Topiary. I have this one here. It's beautiful. I love the leaves. They're really nice and green. And it does come in a green type planter. If you don't like this color, you could always paint it, but I think it looks great for summer, so I am just gonna sell it this way rather than painting it. And you might even like it that color. So also for summer, I have this wonderful steel planter that you can put your flowers in. I have to show you this finish. This finish is just fabulous. It's rusty and just has a really great look. So this is a really tall planter that you can put your plants on, hang it on maybe the garage or your porch. Then I want to show you this bunny. This bunny is just fabulous. So it is huge. This is a large bunny, and it's actually like a bowl. So you open it up and look, there's a ladle. Yes. So it's unusual when you find these pieces to have everything intact. This one actually does. So I will be selling this here, and that'll be at 5 o'clock. You'll see that. And one last thing, this wonderful, great looking tote. It has the rope handles. You can store your stuff in it, put the kids' toys in it. It's just a really nice kind of tote. So that too will be for sale. So you guys, I hope that you're gonna love the items that I picked out. And we'll see you at 5 for this. The next one coming up is the 8 o'clock. So I'll have the preview for this immediately after. All right, you guys, for the 8 o'clock sale, these are the items that we will have available. Let me go ahead and start to go through them for you. We have some really nice stuff. All right, so the first thing here is this wonderful framed print. It is actually a piece of dictionary paper, and it has stamped on there a bicycle. It is just really cool. I think it would go good with like maybe a wood candlestick next to it, a little potted green. It's cool, and it can hang too. Then next we have this potted topiary. This was my mom's. It is a bright kind of lime green. It comes in this vase here, so that also is available. Then we have this ricer. This is antique, and it's really cool. If you like to collect kitchen items like this, this one is a really nice piece to have. I always sell out of these right away. Let's see, what else? I have this wooden tray with the metal. Let me go ahead and just kind of move this stuff so you can see. So it's a nice wooden tray with metal. You can put books in here, a bird on top of there. You can put a little potted plant in there. Then also we have a stack of farm animals. I know a lot of you like the farm animals. Whenever I get roosters or pigs, they're always sold out too. So we have this stack of farm animals available. All right, next up I have this wonderful pillow. It says home on there. Let me show you here. So it's a nice long pillow. This is something that Debbie would have for sure. And it would look great on your couch or your bed, whatever you choose. It has a really nice kind of material. It's really a quality pillow. All right, next up I have, it's just like a box. You can put your magazines in. Has a really nice print to it. Very simple, but has a great look. Again, you can put your magazines or whatever you want to store in there. So put that one back. How about the Home Sweet Home sign? I love this. This is one of my favorites. Look at that, you guys. It's all carved out of wood and it says Home Sweet Home. So nice. Love, love, love this. Then, again, we have a few farm animals. I have this pig here, and it has a lot of, you know, rusty cutout metal on it, you know, sort of like a compass. So this is really cool. It hangs, so you can hang that up if you're into farm animals. Then check out this wood rooster. This is sort of like a weather vane. It turns, you can turn him, and the arrow also turns. When I send this to you, I am gonna, you know, pull these apart and you can just put them back together because it's not glued or anything, and that's how it spins. So that's another thing that we're gonna have here. Let's go on to the next item. The next item here, I have this metal hanging kind of basket that you can, you know, put on the wall, put all your important papers in. You could even add magazines to that as well. It's just a really nice metal kind of box that you can, you know, keep organized with. All right, you guys, and if you watched today, you saw me pick this up. This was such a really nice piece. I can see this in a library on someone's desk. It has metal little birds, and I will give you these feathers as well. This is so cool. I really love this piece. I almost thought about keeping it, but it's going up for sale, so you have a chance to purchase that. All right, now let's talk about this here. This is like sort of whitewashed. It's a wooden box, and the wooden box, you can put mason jars in. You know, it's wide enough to add like some potted plants. And next up, I have this wonderful old town clock. I love clocks. I hope you do too. This one has a great look to it. It's in a black finish. It has this on top. Again, really love this clock. This is a really good piece. So that will be available too. I'm just gonna set that one down. Then I thought this was really cool. I thought this could go like maybe on an entryway table, or you could also put that like if you have a couch and a table behind that, you could add that to the back. It's tall enough that you can kind of put other pieces with it. Really love this. It's made out of wood and metal. So that also will be up for grabs. If any of you love bunnies, I have this metal basket. It's in the shape of a bunny and it's super cute. So that also will be available. All right, you guys, if you have watched some of my garage sale videos, then you saw that I picked up some of these old lunch buckets here, pails. I think these are perfect to put flowers in. They just have so much character. I really love these, and this could be yours. What does that say? Oh, our penny. I never noticed that on this one. Pretty cool. Anyway, you have a chance to own our Penny's lunch pail here. So that also will be available. While Karma was away, she went to Gaylord over the weekend. She found this for me. I thought this was so cool. She kind of FaceTimed me and said, hey, do you want this? And I'm like, heck yeah. So it's sort of like a planner. Yeah, it's all corrugated metal and it's a little piggy. So I think this is really cool. This will also be available to purchase. Then if you need a tray, I got one for you. This is a wonderful metal tray. It's pretty large actually. You can put like, quite a few things in there. See how big it is? So this is a nice tray to have. You can put some greenery in there, books, birds, whatever you want to do. Love this. This will also be available. All right, let's talk about my little lamp here. It's so sweet. It's little, but it's tall, and you could literally put it by your nightstand, and I think that would just be so cute. Again, this is all metal, and it's tall, so you could put it right by your nightstand, or even on, maybe a little living room table. Here I have this wood and metal, listen to me talk, metal lantern here. And you can put a candle in here. It does open from the front, so you're able to do that. I really like this lantern. It has a great look, and it's a decent size, really. So, compared to my hand here, you can see it's probably, 16 inches. I'll give the exact measurements in the description. I have everyone coming in here and they're like looking at this. They're like studying this. What is this, they tell me. So everyone keeps saying it is a tortilla kind of like heater. So I'm thinking maybe that's what it is. It's my mom's. I'd have to ask her. But it is a really beautiful shade of green, sort of like a lime green. And if you guys know what it is and you want this, well, here it is. It is up for grabs. Next up, we have this topiary, which is really cool. It's like rosebuds, and it's in this pot. This pot is not terracotta, although it's really hard. It's more like a paper mache, I would say. So you don't want to put it outside, but it would look great on a porch. And as you can see, it just has the greenery and the rosebuds just kind of winding up this whole kind of stick or branch, I should say. That is going to be for sale. And let's see here. I have this great wooden candlestick. As you can see, it has a lot of great detail. It's heavy, it's made of wood. It could go by a fireplace. It is such a nice candlestick, really nice and tall. I picked up this great vase at the thrift store, but it did not look like this. So we painted this with Annie Sloan graphite, and I think it came out so nice. I mean, it's exactly what I envisioned. It looks like a high-end pottery. It had a great shape, but the color just was not right. So in this graphite, it looks perfect. We did add a few of these, but you can get rid of them if you don't like them. They will come with it though. And yeah, it just has a great shape. It's a great piece of pottery. So this is available for you to purchase if you like. And then last but not least, I have this shelf. It's in a mustard color. You can put like, 2 medium-sized plants on it, hang it on the wall. It has a nice shape, and again, it's a really nice mustard color. So that's what I have for you guys. I really hope you like the things that I picked out for you. This will be on the 8 o'clock sale, so you're not gonna wanna miss that. All right, you guys, happy shopping.
You can find these items available on our website at 5 o'clock and also 8 o'clock. So you're going to want to go to our shop page on our website. Once you're on the shop page, you want to go down to home decor, and that is where everything will be available. Those items will not be visible or available to purchase until those specific times, but this is where you'll be able to find them. These items do go quickly, so make sure you're on the website at 5 or even a little before. And the same goes for the 8 o'clock sale. I would definitely be there at 8 or a little before. Also, just know that I will combine shipping for you. If the website doesn't do it automatically, I will adjust it for you. I thought I would just let you know that, because by the time you inquire about it and then I get back to you, you might lose out on an item. So just go ahead and purchase it, and just know that I will adjust it for you. All right, you guys, that's it for this episode of Flea Market Rescue. If you like this episode and you want to see more episodes, make sure to subscribe to my channel and ring the bell. I'm Kelly Sherry, and this has been Flea Market Rescue.